So I've got the wheels back from the machine shop. I've got to put one on. These are the others. So I'll just show you what they look like. Inside you can see where they've been cut there. I know it looks a lot, but it was actually internally it was less than 1mm because most of it was high build primer and paint. But they just showed that a little bit there. You can see that grey is still from the paint. But they were just a little bit too much of a tolerance fit. So I'm going to try each one. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely perfect. But I'm trying each one just to double make sure. The wheels fit very easily on and off now. Nice, and there's plenty of movement there as well. Let it slide right up against where I want it. So that one's the first one I tried, which is good. Number two. Sorry. It's a bit hard to do this with one hand. There you go, same again. Perfect. Try number three. Perfect. So that means, and even though they put them through the machine once, and we took another 0.2 of a mil off, charged me €178 plus the VAT, came to 213, which is pretty damn good. I'm very impressed. I actually gave him 250 to not have a drink on me, because I'm going to have a load of other stuff and keep him sweet, and they'll do right by me. Fortunately, the guy that runs is a bit of a car enthusiast, so I shall try and keep in with him. It's always good to keep the waters, or keep you don't burn your bridges, as it say. So there we go. Next thing is I'll get these wheel studs, and I need the same kind of deal as something similar to this. This is obviously off the Mini, and it's going to be a different thread. So what I want is a dome ones like that to go on, so I'll get 20 of them, and I'll buy the 4 caps as well. And as I said, I can put these tyres, which from late 22 straight on, they fit those rims, and I think they'll look really cracking on the car. So a good outcome all round. So what, there were 200 to buy, including the 2 sills. Well, there's probably 200 quid in the sills alone. I would say 200 plus another 200, so 400. 100 a corner, which isn't bad really, considering. Oh, got to cut this end, got to cut the other end, hopefully it'll snap off. There's some weld in the middle, so Okay. Woo. Oh. So, it's off. You can see what I was after now. So this is why I wanted to go to this bar here, because we joined those two pieces together and went to a lot of work to make these corners that go round. I think there's 3 of them, one at the bottom, one in the middle and one round. So what I intend to do now is, obviously there's that big heavy post there. Now I can see it. What I can do is I can make a line down there, cut these corner pieces off both ends. These solid ones in the center should hold, and then what I'll do is use this as the backboard for the inside of the car, not the outside, but internally in the car. Now obviously it's going to be too wide because now it sticks out past the side of the truck. So what I'll do is I'll take this piece off and the bottom piece, and I'll cut through the 3 bars. This one, the one in the middle, I think there's one down here and one at the bottom. I'll cut through them, take the plates off first, cut through them, bring them back in, so I actually shrink this thing in the way, if you get what I mean. So if I take out whatever it is I need to take out, sort of 20 centimeters at the center, rejoin it, and that'll do as the internal bulkhead at the back where the boot's going to go. So there we are. So yeah, looks a bit shitty, I know. I'm not going to lift this off, it's a bit heavy for me on my own. Amir's back tonight, so we'll do it then. Now as I said, I've got that top screen on, but there's a pretty good chance that that won't stay in place. I'd like the idea of the glass being open at the top here, so I think what I'll do is either keep that shape and cut it so the glass comes straight up there, and then there's just glass going straight across, or as I said, I'll find somebody. I've got some friends in America that can find me these chrome uprights, or off a, you know, a Model A or whatever it is, or even a cast one. And well, to get rid of these completely, all I've got to do then is shape this to whatever the shape of the A pillar is, and that's how it'll look. So yeah, and when I cut these, I'll cut them. They're probably going to end up, because if I get these A pillars, they're probably going to end up with a sort of angle on them like that. But what I want to do is I need to keep as much of this piece here, this shape, so I need to cut it there. You can see it's been damaged, somebody's put a rope around it. And this piece, I need to keep these because I want this shape to carry on, to take it from here when I cut this and carry on round until I make the round piece that goes around. I can make that, but this will do for the back pieces and the side pieces where we extend it. So there we go. Anyway, it's off, and as you can see, that's sprung back a little bit. Yeah, that's no big deal. In fact, it sprung back quite a lot, but there's enough support in there, I think, to hold it, because as you can see, the floor's got a little upset in it there. So what I'll do is I'll make the floor, the rear floor, or the back of the floor before it goes into the boot, the same. I'll put that step in it the same way, but I need to take this piece out and just leave these uprights, because this is what we need, this door check. If I shut this one, is it just as bad? Yeah, you can see how much it's gone back. The whole thing's gone backwards, which is not a problem. I can once this is cut open, I can redo that. So there we are, and that top could be used by somebody else or whatever. So that's it, it's off. Quite pleased with that. Yeah, there we go, another job done.